Welcome to Hoovie's Garage, the dumbest automotive channel in all of YouTube. And
He is Tyler Hoover, a Wichita native now living in Andover. And though in his self-deprecating way, he calls this
the dumbest automotive channel in all of YouTube,
it is wildly successful and seems to be making him a good living.
Welcome to April's Garage, the greatest automotive channel in all of YouTube land.
And if one YouTube channel is good, perhaps two or three are better. April Rose and Hoover married in June of 2025 and are working together producing videos from their Andover home, garage, and production studio.
it didn't hurt anything.
Hello, welcome to Hoovie's farm. I'm Tyler Hoover, this is April Rose, this is Frank. Frank, come on out. So when I was looking for a property with a few acres to build my dream garage, I wasn't necessarily wanting something historic, but it just kind of worked out. This is in Andover, just a few miles away from the heart of Andover, and it's one of the oldest surviving farmstead homes in Butler County. So
Just about everything Hoover does becomes a subject of his Hoovie's Garage YouTube channel. That includes the good, the bad, and the ugly. For example, there's the saga of turning his 1880s farm homestead into the couple's paradise.
And I wanted to transform this into the ultimate car guy's paradise. So I set about building a dream car garage, and well, it's been a year and none of it's done yet, and it's massively over budget and has been a huge, huge nightmare.
It seems the greater his nightmare, the more YouTube followers he gets. People click on his videos to see what latest car drama he's dealing with. Case in point, he buried a BMW just to see if it would restart a year later.
I don't think there's any hope of any kind of electrical system coming back to life, let alone turning over the engine.
Now that's not normal, but it gets YouTube attention. And no, the engine wouldn't start, but some of the lights came on.
Yeah, there's a turn signal.
Hoover has more than 1.6 million subscribers to his YouTube channel. But here's the thing. High viewership translates into higher advertising revenues that YouTube shares with creators like Hoover and Rose. The proceeds are paying for this large garage housing his current collection of cars. Hoover says he can always remember having a love for cars.
totally born with it. I mean, that car with my grandmother, I was obsessed over it when I was a little kid. So
his grandmother gave the 1985 Mercedes-Benz 500 SL to him when Tyler turned 16. Try peeling that away from him. Hoover got a political science degree from Wichita State and then started selling cars on Wichita car lots. That didn't work out, he says.
I was a terrible car dealer because I wanted to keep everything. I wanted to hoard it all. So it didn't work out for that. So when I started doing other businesses.
So he started writing for the Auto Trader publication and put his love for cars to good use. That led him to making videos in 2016 on YouTube, where Hoover found success.
I didn't know YouTube was a thing. I sort of thought it'd be like maybe a stepping stone to getting a TV show or something like that. I don't know. But turned out YouTube was the platform to be on at the time. So I got very lucky as far as the timing of it to do all this. All these cars, everything here is just paid for by YouTube, which is just wild to think about.
All of this in under 10 years of making regular YouTube programs.
What I didn't realize was YouTube was becoming the platform.
It's a non-traditional television platform where content creators only have to convince viewers, not TV bosses. Hoover admits making questionable car purchases, calling them hoopties, and his hoopty fleet. He makes fun of his purchases.
It's the 1983 Chrysler LeBaron Town & Country Mark Cross Edition, and it's probably the ugliest car ever made.
Besides ugly, it's a rust bucket through and through.
As it could rust into pieces at any moment.
So, like he did with the BMW, he buries it, then digs it up a year later for another video. But lo and behold, the engine actually started. And his viewers love his antics. Hoover's internet fame led him to getting on cable TV.
I got an email from a producer in Hollywood saying, hey, you'd be good for a TV show. Could we sign a deal where I would pitch you to networks and see if we can get a show sort of based on your YouTube? I thought, well, why not? And it turns out it happened. So
1949 was a big year for Cadillac.
He was first on the History Channel, then Motor Trend Channel. Barrett Jackson took notice and hired Hoover to comment on the cars rolling across the trading block. Now, for those not familiar with Barrett Jackson, it's one of the most famous collector car auctions in the world where rare and high-end vehicles are bought, sold, and showcased in a high-energy televised spectacle.
Now let's meet the host of Hoovie's Garage on YouTube. Here's Tyler Hoover.
If you're a child of the 80s or 90s like me,
Hoover's biggest thrill was a live interview with William Shatner.
Thanks, Mike. Yes, I'm with someone who needs no introduction, William Shatner.
So I'm the biggest Star Trek fan there is. And so I was very prepared for him. And I got to do the Star Trek II Wrath of Khan Death to William Shatner.
Live long and prosper.
Crazy, man.
And after talking car shop with Shatner, Hoover feigns fainting, leaving Shatner with the mic.
And as soon as he's revived,
The variety of cars is endless.
April Rose took a different career path
Welcome to April's Garage.
that has led her ultimately to Kansas. The Chicago native's live television resume is lengthy. She hosted live shows for Maxim, the Chicago Bears, and Chicago Blackhawks. She's also been in movies. Rose played the Russian ballet instructor in the 2013 movie Grown Ups 2, dancing up on stage while others ogled over her.
Grown Ups 2, I saw that in theaters and thought, wow, look at that hottie in Grown Ups 2.
I was the Russian dance teacher in Grown
Never
Ups 2.
imagining, Adam Sandler and Shaq and everybody else ogling are like, yeah, that's my wife here in a couple of weeks.
Stop it.
The former brunette, now blonde, worked for MTV for years and VH1 Countdown. Rose also took a different highway into her automobile career.
I got into cars through work, and I did a promotion with Mario Andretti, famous race car driver, and we drove at Laguna Seca in a modified two-seater Indy car, and that, I would say, is the day that I really, truly fell in love with cars.
Rose acknowledges she doesn't have all the car knowledge Hoover has, but in recent years, Rose says she's buried herself in the car spec books so she can talk like a regular motorhead.
And April very much prepares for the auction. So she'll pour over the docket, what's coming up for sale, 4 weeks. And she has a library of books.
I do.
And she preps and she has notes on them, so she is totally ready to go.
Here at Barrett Jackson, the variety of cars is endless. You can dream up anything and you will see it.
And so the Barrett Jackson crew was like, oh, we need a female to be included to talk about cars, and you seem to really know about cars and are comfortable talking about them. And, I've done a lot of live TV up to that point and just normal TV, and so it was a perfect fit.
But what I want to know is, do you prefer them as they were born off the assembly line, completely stock, or custom?
Hoover praises Rose's live performances while making fun of his own occasional missteps on live TV.
Her presentation is way more polished, way more
You're
professional.
great.
Where I usually with YouTube, the nice thing about being alone in a room is if you mess up, you can just start over, or you can do a jump cut right in the middle. With live TV, you can't.
No,
if you mess up, it's
gotta
there.
go with
It's on the
it.
airwaves. You're
Right.
stuck.
Yeah. Which you're fine.
And
you're
you never do, but you
comfortable.
never mess up.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
Well, even the most polished professional like Rose misses a word occasionally, as shown here.
So if you need to fit into California, you need a blonde and a red Corvette. You need a blonde and a red Ferrari.
Exactly.
She simply corrects herself on the fly, adds the error beep, and moves on.
Green Acres is the place to be.
Tyler compares his getting April to come to Kansas to the old Green Acres sitcom with Eddie Albert getting Eva Gabor out of Manhattan, New York.
No, I'm from Chicago. Completely grew up in Chicago. Never moved anywhere until I met Tyler, and came to Kansas.
I know. I'm as surprised as you all are.
Stop it.
Yeah. Nobody gets it. Nobody understands why, but she likes me for some reason.
I love him. Come on in.
At first, Hoover was hoping his YouTube program would pay for, well, one car that he purchased. Now, he says it pays for all of this. The cars, the lift, this barn-sized garage. Well, YouTube is his income. Consider this. He purchased this Bugatti. Bugattis are known for being the most expensive cars in the world.
Now the craziest part is now the Bugatti Veyron 2008.
Bugatti Veyrons typically sell between $1 and nearly $2 million.
253 miles per hour.
Even at a seven-figure price, Hoover takes me for a ride and within reason shows us what it's got. And as fun and as exhilarating as it is to see the Kansas landscape pass by so quickly, the reality of the Bugatti's cost is never far from his mind.
I've structured it as a lease. My car payment on that is $14,000 a month.
It's bad.
And it's not stressful.
It can be. When we're planning the wedding now, and it's like, do we have flowers or a Bugatti payment?
Well, the car makes videos. So at this point, I've had it 6 months, and the car has paid for itself in videos. All of those monthly payments. I've had a Veyron thanks to YouTube, which was the fastest car in the world, 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds, 253 miles per hour, 16 cylinders, quad turbos. I never imagined I would own a car like that, and to own it from making goofy videos on the internet, like, who would have imagined?
So I sit on this side, we call it stage right.
Goofy videos. Well, that's his description. But it's working. It's entertaining to his viewers.
It will be fixed. I did not destroy this thing.
Hoovie's garage may bring the laughs, but keeping those cars alive is a team effort from the car wizard Dave Long and his wife Jenny.
Okay, we have the 1923 Packard down here. It's one of Hoovie's garage cars.
Long, as the car wizard, is called upon to help fix Hoover's mechanical misadventures.
It's gonna overheat.
At Long's auto shop in Newton. Long has known Hoover for more than 15 years.
He buys cars. He doesn't so much as a dealer anymore, but he buys them. He has us go through them and fix them. He kind of records it on YouTube, the process, what was all wrong, how much it cost, what kind of pitfalls he ran into. And
It all works.
you don't have a brake light 1 or brake 2 light on?
Nothing.
Long was in so many of Hoovie's videos that Hoover suggested he start his own spin-off YouTube channel, and the Car Wizard channel was born.
It took us a while. He kind of talked us into it, and he said, you really should check out this YouTube thing.
Yeah, it took him a while. I've known video for a while. It took a while for me to convince him. I was like, we can do this.
Does my hair look combed? Everything looks good?
Jenny was a teacher at Wichita's Northeast High School, teaching students video production. So she is comfortable doing these YouTube shoots for their channel. They say there was a slow start attracting viewers, but then the COVID pandemic hit and it worked to their advantage.
But our YouTube channel actually doubled and tripled during COVID because people weren't working, they were stuck at home, and YouTube became their entertainment to take their mind off of what was going on. And that's really where we did leaps and bounds and grew the channel exponentially, really.
Their channel has become so successful, Jenny retired from teaching to produce the YouTube channel full-time.
We have subscribers of 1.1 million.
I teach during the day and then get off work and come and film and edit. And yeah, so as the channel got bigger and bigger and bigger, it's like I don't have to work at teaching, so I retired, and after 26 years teaching, and this is my full-time job.
You can see there is some screws holding it on.
Long says his viewers tune in for practical advice on reliable cars.
Any of you who have watched my channel, Car Wizard, you've seen multiple videos I've done on cars to avoid.
Hoovie's fans, on the other hand, watch to see what outrageous car Tyler buys next and whether his latest hoopty will put his new bride's life at risk.
What in the hell's going on?
That's a lot.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Something's wrong. Something's not right. We might be on fire.
Really?
It's fun. That's the thing. It's what I would be.
It's a little crazy.
That's the nice part. Is it's sort of an if I didn't have the YouTube channel showing all this, I would be doing it to a lesser extent and losing a ton of money and probably have gone bankrupt 3 times by now. But it's just what I like to do is buy hopeless basket cases cars and try to bring them back as much as I can. And that's what I've been doing my whole life.
From Hoovie's Garage to the Car Wizard and April's Garage, these Kansas YouTubers and the characters they share are entertaining millions while building booming digital brands right here in Kansas. This is Chris Frank for Positively Kansas.
There's no echo, or not much of an echo.